Hi, so you've created your window and the next thing is to fit it into position. One thing that you may not immediately notice is that all the window generators position the bottom left edge of the window frame either on the origin or directly above it. And this is done by design to enable easy fitting of the windows using MODO's locators. So I have a wall here and you can see that I have a locator positioned at the bottom left corner of the window opening. Here we can simply parent the window to this locator to instantaneously inherit its position and rotation. So one question you may be asking is, how do we get the locator into position to start with? Well, the good news is that rather than using the more convoluted method of using work plane alignment, because most walls have very easily understood angles, we can simply apply a rotation to the locator and snap it into position. One important thing to note before we start is that you always want the z-axis facing away from the wall, so the front of the window will face away from the window opening, and obviously the y-axis facing upwards. And you can see that that's how our locator is orientated at the moment. So let's create a new locator. And that's now down at the bottom of the window frame at the origin here. Now I know this wall's rotated at 45 degrees, so I can simply rotate it quickly using that value. I'm just going to turn off the window for the moment, just so we get a clearer view of what's going on. Next, if we go to Action Center, we can choose Item, World, and Local. These are very handy, so we'll take Item World for now. And we've got Item Mode selected. We'll turn on Snapping with Vertex, or Snap to Vertex activated. Activate the Move tool. Now you can just grab the center here and snap it onto the point. I'll just drop the tool, and you can see that's now orientated in the direction that we need it. You can see that the z-axis faces away from the wall and the y-axis faces up. This is perfect for what we need. Okay, we can now turn off snapping. Okay, so I'm now going to reselect the window. I'm just going to select it, hold down the control or equivalent key, and then just drop it onto the locator. And you can see that instantly jumps the window into the correct position for us. Really nice, really easy to do. Okay, well, let's just have a look at another example. So here we have a light to fit into a roof, for example, and we can do exactly the same thing. So I'll grab the light here, hold down Control key, drop it on so it inherits the orientation of that locator and it's instantly into position. One of the really nice things about using locators, of course, is that if you wish to change the window design, you can simply create a new one, parent it to the locator, and it'll jump immediately into position. Now, if you want to check the position of your locator is correct, one of the easy things to do is to switch to a local space axis, which you can do within the item list here. So I'm just going to click here, and you can see instantly pings the wall and indeed everything else into an orientation which is expected, where it's facing down the z-axis. So here we're in the local space, if you like, of this roof part. The other good thing about working in this space is that you can use, for example, just the automatic action centers for example, moving the window into the wall if you want to create a recess. Another way to do that is to go to Action Centers, select Item Local. Then what you want to do, select your locator, activate the Move tool, and now you can move the window very easily back and forth into the opening. It's really handy, really nice thing to do. Okay, and one last example. So here we have multiple windows in place, each with its own locator. Now, one of the nice things you can do in MODO is multi-select the locators. So we'll do just that. So I'll just select both locators first, And remember, we've got this item local on. Now, if we activate the move tool, we can actually control the position of multiple windows at once. We can move them into or out of the window opening as we please. So it's another really useful thing that you get by using the locators to position the windows into the openings. Okay, that's it for this one. Cheers, bye now.